Is he the guy?
Yeah, I mean he's the kind of guy you want in the middle. I mean he came in already something that we were looking for, and just having that year working with Curtis and then this past off season to work too is just amazing for him.
Yeah. When you looked at some of the things he did last year, some of the plays he made behind the line of scrimmage, you're like, those aren't freshman plays.
No, they weren't freshman plays. I mean, he was just a little bit ahead of the game, and a lot of that goes to him as a ball player, but it goes to also a little bit of the culture, and then that guy Curtis Grant was helping him a lot last year.
Hey Josh, Coach Myers kind of threw your name out as a possible guy at defensive end yesterday. He's kind of said it in one way and no one asked about it. Is that conversation you guys have had at all about you possibly doing that?
The main conversation that we've had is just the fact that I need to develop some of those skills in pass rushing, which I did a lot of work this summer. I'm a bigger guy, I'm versatile, and so wherever coach needs to use me, he can use me. In terms of putting anything in, we haven't installed anything, but that's where we want to go. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Have you ever in your life been a hand on the ground pass rusher?
A little bit in high school, but I played a little bit everywhere in high school though.
What are the challenges? I mean, working on pass rushing is important even for a linebacker.
Right.
What are the challenges of trying to develop those skills?
Those guys work on it all the time. I mean, the amount of time they devote during practice is huge, so I'm already behind the curve in that respect. And then pass rush for linebackers versus guys who play up on the line is a little bit different. As linebackers, we go mostly against tight ends and running backs. Sometimes we'll get a center or a guard. Those guys are going against tackles, are going against running backs, tight ends, so they have to be able to go against all those guys, make those transitions. So it's tough, and then things tend to happen a little bit quicker too when you're closer to the line. You don't have that element of maybe surprise or speed coming from deep, so you got to work on that too and develop some power moves.
I'm sorry to mention this already, Josh. How realistic is that kind of move for you to make for the opener, you think?
Whatever they want me to do, I'll be able to do. We haven't installed anything, we haven't talked about it too much or anything, but I'm open to it all.
Kind of surprised us to hear that. Is that something that has been kicked around in the past?
A little bit this summer, and I did a lot of work on pass rush and developing some of those skills. Because I just need to have that in my repertoire, but also just in case they want to do some different things, whether it's for this game, whether it's moving forward in some different scenarios, we'll be able to do that.
What would that do to the linebacker position in your spot? Who would we be looking at there?
Dante Booker is the guy behind me, and he does a really great job. We've got some other guys, and young guys are all battling, so it'd be really cool to see him out there because we know he puts in a lot of work. He's phenomenal too. I say it every time, but that kid is a freaking monster.
It seemed like he turned heads in spring. Is he ready to be a guy that could be?
Yeah, he needs to be on the field. Yeah, and that moment he gets on the field, he's going to burst onto the scene.